In this segment, we shall be considering CRFFN under the leadership of Honorable Kingsley Igwe, the Registrar, Chief Executive Officer of the Council, before and now, and other issues surrounding its establishment and functionality. With me in the studio to discuss this is our guest, the man whose head fits the cap, the former National Secretary of National Association of Government Approved Freight Forwarders, and by God's grace, the Chief Executive Officer of CRFFN. He is live here in the studio, and we're so glad to have him in the studio. And we must remark that this is the first time he's been with us since after his appointment as the man at the helm of the face of CRFFN. Sir, you're highly welcome this morning.
Thank you, and good morning, audience.
All right, sir. Without wasting much time, our listeners out there, I know you are so eager to join us in this conversation. But we just want to plead with you to give us some minutes. And after that, just about 5-10 minutes, and after that, you can join us in this discussion. But let's go straight to the points, to the questions we have for our leader in CRFFN. Sir, what has been your experiences since you assumed office?
First and foremost, thank you for having me in the studio, and I appreciate everyone out there listening. First and foremost, I would like to start by saying it's been a roller coaster experience since assumption to office. Um, of course, you all know the situation with CRFFN before my appointment and before my assumption to office. It's such that was quite challenging, field of crisis, both internal and external, and disjointed regulatory directions, and largely lack of cohesion, in almost all facets of the agency. So, for me, the experience has been very wonderful trying to put all of this in perspective and drive the council in a more clear, organized direction. So there is a lot of planning, there is a lot of analysis, there is a lot of studying of situation and cases, there is a lot of consultations, there is a lot of reconciliation. So many work are there that I had to pay attention to closely, not undermining any part of it. And to God be the glory, I can say that today CRFFN have enjoyed some level of internal peace as against before, due to the steps that we have taken to ensure there is a conducive environment for staff to deliver on their services. And as well, we have, by extension, carried that campaign out of the council, consulting with stakeholders to ensure they are also at the same, they align with the new regime mandate in CRFFN. So, quite interesting anyway. Let me use that word.
Okay, can you share some of the positive experiences of these measures has produced with us?
Okay, so I would share both the negative and the positive for because so far you are aware that before my appointment there was so this replicated, or this trickled down to boosting the morale of the workers. Before now, workers were not coming to, you won't see one person in the council nationwide because of that problem. So, but today, I can confidently tell you that almost all the workers are eager always to come to work on a daily basis. go to our stations nationwide, you will see the workers. So, because they are enjoying their benefits. And let me also emphasize a little more on that. You see, welfare is something that my regime have taken very seriously. There are other things that we have also put in place to sustain this tempo. Now, it's not about paying the outstanding salary. Going forward, what should be the situation? Is it after paying, then we start owing again? So that was when we went further to sought the support of the minister to get us back into budget. Now, we are back into budget. To God be the glory. Federal government budget. So worker salary is coming as at when due, monthly basis in January. Okay, so as we speak, the workers themselves are enjoying their monthly salary without complaint. So now that has taken care of a lot of the grumblings that has been happening. Then again, the working environment actually, if you take inventory, because that's one of the things I did when I came into office, going round nationwide to uh, oversee the situation of the facilities in the council, the zones, and all that. I found out that there was massive dilapidation of infrastructure across the council facilities nationwide. So that one, we have actually taken step. We're taking step to schedule a way of restoring them back to habitable stage. So we're taking them in phases. But on a temporary note, like starting from the headquarters, we have refurbished most of the offices. So it's not as ugly as it used to be. The staff themselves now enjoy the new look of the offices in CRFFN as we speak. So that also boosts their morale to work. Then, let me not dwell on the internal side. By extension, we have done a lot of stakeholder engagement, trying to correct the image, okay, the negative perception about CRFFN in the public space. And you agree with me, I think most of you have been airing most of these engagements we've been having, and they have yielded positive results. As I speak with you, even sister agencies, I was surprised that most sister agencies do not know what CRFFN is or was before now until we visited them, okay, and explained what CRFFN stand for, what we do, and all of that. The example is FAN and many others. So today, CRFFN is almost a household name in the freight forwarding industry as we speak. So people have come to know what CRFFN stands for, both in the ministry and the public, in the larger public space, and all of that. I can go on if you want.
Mention. But there's even before now, freight forwarders have been having series of issues in the ports, issues that have been affecting their businesses as far as clearing of their cargoes are concerned. And one of them is port pass. I'm sure your office must have received several complaints on this. And another one is high demurrages, high charges of demurrages by shipping companies. In fact, this has been a very serious problem, and it has also effects on the consumers who directly make use of these products or goods. Sir, what has your council done in order to address some of these issues that have been affecting your own constituencies?
Question. I want to be very clear. You see, when you come to port pass or port access and things like that, somehow it is not the responsibility of just one agency. Because here, we must understand, some of you have used the word overlapping function of agencies. Yes, I agree with you, but when it comes to CRFFN, we are clear about our mandate. and where it tends to overlap with the function of other agencies, what we do, we understand the limits, we collaborate in that regard, and understand to what extent do we push and leave it for the other agency to finish up and things like that. That is the only way we can complement the effort of each other. And that is what I've been preaching, going about in collaborative visits. Now, when it comes to Port Pass, my regime, or under my leadership, I would like to respect the role of the landlord of the port, which is NPA, who rightfully, forget the fact that shipping lines, terminal operators issue access, terminal access cards and the rest of them. Yeah, it's understandable. It's another control measure to cipher those who are permitted and those who are not permitted. But largely enough, when you say port pass, our port environment has actually not been guided.
This edition of Cargo Watch. Registrar has a lot to tell us, and this station is a place you can get these answers to. So please do join us next Friday. I hope Registrar will be available because there are mountain and mountain of questions for him to answer. And by the time he's done with them, I'm sure you will relax and then do your businesses with ease because he's much ready to take the council to the next level. So on that note, we say thank you for tuning in. And on behalf of everyone here in the studio, Fabian, Henry, this is Rich signing off, saying thank you for joining us. Our registrar, thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
God bless you. Do have a nice weekend.
And